I guess a quick question on Results Washington and how that ties into the work that we're doing as well.
So what a great setup, Mr. Sherritt. I will maybe pass this down for the council. So there will soon be a launch of Results Washington with some detailed information coming soon. But this is the framework of the vision, mission, and direction for the next 4 years of this administration. And you will hear lots and lots of details coming forward as the governor works with both the cabinet and our stakeholders in the coming couple of months with setting metrics and specifically identifying what we care about and how we're going to measure and be transparent to our public. So this will take an hour to present in detail, which I'll be happy to do in the future if you're so desire. But we hope for engagement at multiple levels of this framework. It's not quite totally ready for public distribution, so I would say this is still draft. The easiest example is, for a long time, the icon was a fish that was actually a koi. And of course, for Washington State, we need a salmon. So I needed help from Phil Anderson to Fish and Wildlife to get me that salmon, and we finally got that replaced. So we're still working a little bit. The language is done, but the document will see yet another revision or two before the formal release. But Results Washington will be the governor's directive on metric-driven, mission-driven purpose for this administration. So, Governor?
So, and as far as the educational metrics, those are in development right now. So we have just kind of a first cut at our metrics of educational attainment for some of the things that are obvious, which are graduation rates, and some of the things that are not obvious. And Mary Alice, I'm so pleased that she's at the helm because she's got some drilled down metrics that are really astute. And I don't know if we have an exact timeline, but I can tell you we have our first cut at those metrics to develop for everyone. So we're making progress on that.
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment, and the comment is very positive because it seemed, as those of us that have been here for the 8 months we've been around this table, we were working towards a statute, you know, and not a particular any amount of communication from the former governor other than we knew she helped form all of this. And having you here today and what you had to say with the alignment of what the statute has to say and what I think the 5 of us that have been here for 8 months, the obstacles that we see, how the alignment is, what we are working towards. We're on the same footpath here. That's very encouraging, and it was important for us to hear this morning. Okay. So thank you.
Well, and I appreciate everyone's effort. This council needs a governor. It needs a governor to effectuate the good work you're going to be doing, because of the nature of your place in the constellation of our we're very diffuse governmental organization in the state of Washington, right? About as diffuse as it gets. So in order for this council to succeed, it's very obvious to me, you need a governor to be a very active partner and I'm looking for the right metaphor, not coming up with it. You need a great partner. And I intend to be that. And it's going to take some personal commitment and time on my time, but to make this work, you're going to need that, and I intend to put it into it. This is not a self-effectuating council. You need some political heft. So I hope to be successful in giving you that, because this is the paramount duty of the state constitutionally. It's what got me involved into public life in the first instance. I don't know if anybody heard my story, but the only reason I'm here is because there was a school bond issue in Selah, Washington in 1985 or 86, and nobody else was foolish enough to try to pass the dang thing because it had failed 6 times. And my wife and I took it on because we were naive and didn't know better. And we passed it on the 7th try, and that's why I got involved in the legislative work that, Larry and David are now doing, and that's why I'm here. So this is just a continuation of what I've been doing for a few decades, so I take this very seriously.
Thanks.
Thank you again.
Metrics.